Hi, this is Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Saturday, August 28th, 2021. The address we're inspecting today is 1828 Northwest 8th Street, McMinnville, Oregon, 97128. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior clean out. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it is to be noted some sewer pipes made out of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. So we are to clean out at the front of the house. We're going to take it down to the bottom of the clean out. It is a deep pipe, so it's coming out of a tall crawl space. Once we get to the bottom down here, we're going to reset the counter. So here we go as we dive down, and here we are at the bottom. You can see as we enter the clean out, and again I'm going to reset the counter here, you can see the pipe is a little bit flat, so we have standing water here. What we're hoping is this is just a little bit of marginal pitch as the sewer pipe was leaving the house, and it improves really quickly. So let's see as we go forward, and it does look like we're improving pretty fast. So there was about 8 inches of standing water as we're coming out of the house. We are running some water from the kitchen sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. We will be curious to see when we turn the water off at the end of the scope, if everything drains right on out of there, then you're feeling better about things. Kind of looks like as we take this turn there is a little bit of root intrusion here. Big clump of something, and it's full of debris there. So if you look at it, let's see. So yeah, that's just odd. So that's why it caught my attention, that there would be a clump of something hanging onto the top of the roof of the pipe. That would be really unusual or out of the norm. As you look at it, you can see some scraggly, looks like some form of roots. There is a bush right here on top of the sewer pipe. Could certainly be that. But again, it's completely covered in debris, waste debris. And so it's really hard to get a real good look at it. But again, what caught my attention is how far it's hanging off the top of the roof of the pipe. So I think that it's at least possible there could be a little bit of root intrusion right here at about 10 feet in front of the clean out. That's kind of a good look at it. You can see it looks like some roots have come through the seam. So basically we're taking this turn, there's a seam there, and then we start to dive. And just a big clump of something. Might have to have the pipes jetted just to blow this out to ensure that there is or is not roots. But definitely suspect here at about 10 feet. And again, I feel like you can see some strands. It's probably like either a bush root or grass root. But it's definitely something is going on there. If you look at what we've seen so far with the pipe, you can see pretty clear there wouldn't be any need or any reason for a big clump of stuff in the top of the pipe unless there was a little bit of damage with some roots coming through there. So again, hard to say with any certainty, but it certainly looks like something could be coming through. Really odd that such a big clump of something would be stuck at the top of this pipe. so we're diving straight down into the ground. And here we are pulling out of it. It's not uncommon as you reach the bottom of this dive to have a little bit of standing water at the bottom of this thing. It's tricky for the drain technicians to keep a pitch in the pipe as they're pulling out of a straight down dive, but it looks like they did pretty good. So at 17 feet we're going to transition. So this signifies a few things. This signifies transitioning pipe size. So we're going from 3-inch pipe into 4-inch pipe. It signifies transitioning pipe materials. We're going from ABS into PVC. And then lastly, we're transitioning into the city branch piping. And this typically happens just the house side of the sidewalk. So again, about 17 feet we're transitioning, and even though we enter into city branch piping, this is a branch off of the city lateral piping, all of this technically will be buyer owner responsibility throughout the entire length. And then we're going to reach the lateral at 52 feet. So this is the end officially of buyer owner responsibility, 52 feet away from the house. We started in ABS, we transitioned to PVC, and we dropped into the city lateral at around 52 feet. We're going to turn off the water, drain everything out, look at the pipe one more time in reverse. And again, it does look like there's at least the potential that there's some root intrusion right at 10 feet here. It's a deep clean out, so it's about a 12-foot clean out. Straight down into the ground is where we start here. And so we're going to turn off the water, drain everything out, look at that one more time in reverse. But again, 10 feet ahead would be right under this big bush right in front of the clean out here. And so here we are approaching that area again. I wanted to contrast. So look at the top of the pipe now. Pretty clear. There's, in most cases, there's no real reason for anything to really grab onto the top of the pipe. It's a smooth plastic. It's called ABS, and so what is that? And again, we have a big, thick bush here, so it does appear that at least possibility of roots. Like I said, it's completely covered in in debris, so it's hard to confirm, but it's directly under this large bush in front, and there's just no reason why there would be this big clump. You can almost see some strands of things coming through there is what it looks like. But again, it's so covered, it's hard to really confirm. It's taken a good portion of the pipe. I'm going to turn off the microphone. Okay, and then so the second thing we wanted to look at is there was a little bit of standing water as we started the sewer line, and we have turned off the water now. And again, you can see as contrast, there's just nothing on the top of the sewer pipe here. So again, very odd. I do believe that it's roots on the top of that pipe there in that one section. I'll take pictures in the landscaping where it is, and then I'll identify how deep the pipe is if repairs were ever needed to be made. Here we are reaching the end of the line, and again we had some water there, but really good news that when we turned off the water, everything drained right on out, so feeling much better about things. We had some standing water there, but the key is if we turn off the water, water drains on through, then it's still a drain pipe and it's doing what we need it to do. So that's some good news there. But I would say the sewer pipe needs some attention. We'd recommend further evaluation for any repair or replacement by a licensed and qualified drain repair specialist. I'm going to zero out the counter so we can get a gauge of how deep the clean out pipe is. Like I said, it's deep, so it's going into a standing crawl space down there. So there's 4 feet, 5 feet. So it's about a 6-foot clean out. So the area where roots would be coming through would be about 6.5 to 7 feet deep.